Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? GM. Sorry I didn't make it to GM chat. I guess I just needed to recharge the battery a little bit. I didn't even hear. Usually I don't set an alarm, so don't have that excuse either. But my body was like, I don't like. I think I woke up and I might have even sent like a GMCT to post, and I went right back to fucking sleep. I don't even. I thought it was a dream, to be honest with you. But no, I guess I was just. I don't know. Needed that sleep, so. I'm not one to make excuses, but if your body tells you it needs to rest up, fucking just listen to it. Don't try to fight that one. That's the worst thing you could do. But we're here now, and this is the daily stream. So let me get into it. I think we're gonna have a good show today. Some good updates. I don't have a guest yet. Haven't locked anybody in. I got some bites. I got some people on the on the line, and I got a call tomorrow with some cool peoples talking about some content. So the stuff is people are seeing it. They're seeing what we're doing here, seeing that we're showing up every day and being consistent and trying to make an impact, provide a value, and keep the vibes alive. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, guys? I'm SMS, and welcome back to the daily stream presented by SMS Live. I want to get into that, tell you guys a little bit about what that means, presented by SMS Live, and what my goals are with the whole SMS community and the kind of stuff that I do here. You guys know that I have the 101 collection with the Web3 underdogs. All of that stuff will make sense. It's all big puzzle we're putting together day by day out here. But let me just put a note here just to live presents. And if you haven't already, get some paper, get some pens, take some notes, try to give you as much information, some good tips, tricks, and insight along the way. But yeah, presented by SMS Lab. I'm your host. So let's talk about it. The Daily Stream is a show that I host, excuse me, about crypto news, announcements, mindset, and general Web3 information, stuff going on, the trends, what's hot, what's not, and just my takes on it in general. Everybody is welcome to join the stage. If you just wanted to do the PFP thing and not put your face out there, you're always welcome to do that. But if you're doxxed and you never give a fuck, like, well, hey, join the club. Come on up here and you can join the conversation. You can sit down in the corner, you can come up and share your takes. It's everybody's welcome. I want you to feel as welcome as you do go into spaces. I think that's one of the cooler things about having this service. I can have 10 different screens up here, all of us just chatting about. And the thing was, we can have visuals up here. So I talked to Dog Game, and he does the Drawn to the Mic show, and I want to do his live. I want to like host his, and that's what I meant by SMS Live presents. I want to present his show. I want to help produce that. So if you have a like a space and you don't want to do the live stuff like this, let's link up. Let's work together, and let me use this as an example, show you what I can do for SMS Live present your show, and I'll be able to keep you in the same keep everything together. We'll work together, make this happen. But I want to produce stuff like that a little bit more than just mine, because I think I'm good at this. I think I understand how to do the flow and curate the conversations, and I think I can just help some people that might not see this gap from video or from audio just to video, and how you can kind of sync them together and not stop doing what you're doing. So that's what I meant by presented by SMS Live. So imagine this was, welcome to Drawn to the Mic. I'm SMS, your host with Dog Game, or however you put it out there, and Drawn to the Mic presented by Bonk Art Masters and produced by SMS Live, some shit like that. Just because I'm hosting it. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but I'm saying let me do the work for you, so you can like just deliver the information. That's like the idea that I have. So I'm not saying just Drawn to the Mic. I never even really spoke with him about it. It's just an example because I wanted to help him get into the live streaming thing. But anyway, I go live daily. I break down what's happening in the space and keep the community tapped in and moving forward. Kind of like what I'm talking about with the Drawn to the Mic, trying to help people, accelerate what they're doing. Welcome to Solana. We accelerate this bitch. The name of the game is bringing vibes and value every single day. Keep it real and giving some of the most honest takes out there. I don't pull punches. I call it how it is. Not everybody's going to like it. I'm not always, everybody's flavor, but you're not going to catch me fucking out here lying about shit or doing any dumb shit like that. Some people just don't like honesty, because you got to be accountable and real, and that's just how I'm always going to be, and I like it like that. Some people can be real to me, and I'm like, fuck, thanks for the perspective, asshole, but like, that's just the way we are. That's the kind of people I grew up around. And if you have thin skin and it's offensive to you, well, fuck off. Like, simple as that. We skipped GM chats this morning, and like I said, had to take a little bit of a recharge, but we're back to crush it today. I got some really cool stuff to talk about, some shorts to drop, some info. I have not got to long form content I don't know why, what the hell's going on, but I really am just drawn to the short form. I see the direct results. I think that's part of it. It's like maybe it's hitting that dopamine, like, oh yeah, you're hitting it. Like, as soon as I checked my stats for YouTube this morning, they're going on back on the upside, and it's just like looks like a meme coin chart, to be honest with you. And just like if I can just nail it with like a better, maybe 3 videos a day is what I got to do, just spacing them bitches out or something like that. I don't know. I feel like I can figure out this little algorithm. I like seeing little pop-ups. Some people join. That shit's tight. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, yeah. First off, if you guys haven't been to my streams before, my spaces, I always start with like a mindset thing. It's really important to me that everybody's kind of at least thinking the same way. You don't have to disagree. You can exit the chat now if you're like, I'm not here for this hocus pocus bullshit. But for real, to me, mindset matters so much. Not just mind share, but like the way you think, the way you kind of deliver your vibe and that energy that you try to share through the mic, through the screen, whatever it is. But I think that mindset matters so much, and a lot of us in this space um sometimes need to hear that. Like I got into a stupid ass argument about the dumbest shit in the world that really had no relevancy to what I was trying to do, or what I even do to the space. But at the same time, it's like, that goes hand in hand with everything we do here. And nothing against the homie. Like I gave him a chance to speak up, but like, you know, if you have a negative mindset, you kind of carry that and you share it about, and everything you do and say kind of has a little bit of fucking asshole to it, and not in the good way, not like you're being standing for yourself, like you're just being a dick. And like if it's your personal stuff, like you gotta be accountable for that stuff. And one of the things is being accountable is learning how to be confident, and confidence isn't something that's easy. Most people aren't born confident. They have to fail, they have to over or find that adversity type thing. And this isn't even the quote of the day, the mindset. This is just a reflection of yesterday. But no hard feelings. I don't take anything personal. I will say shit with a sharp tongue, but I expect it back. And if not, well, it is what it is. I'm not here to argue, but if it comes down to it, I'm not going to sit back and be like, hey, yeah, okay. But anyway, the thing is, your mindset matters, and what you're trying to share, that comes out, and the energy, the vibe, all that shit's real. So the quote of the day today is, nothing changes if nothing changes. I always hear this from Theo Vaughn, one of my favorite people to kind of listen to his spaces. And if you see a little bit more of the similarities about, kind of how I curate and talk and share the stuff I do, it's a direct reflection from, the people that inspire me to, keep doing the stuff that I like to do. The people that are telling me not to, or people that are saying certain things, or suggesting that I take a step back, I don't see you in the places I want to go to, so I cannot listen to you. And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but like if somebody, like my parents, they weren't like super successful financially or anything like that, but they were able to raise a family. I can't listen to them when it comes to being an entrepreneur or chasing my own dreams like that. I can listen to them as far as work as many shitty jobs as you can to trade your time for money and make sure you have food on the table, a roof over your head, and the lights on. But if I follow that, like that, I'm not going to be satisfied with the things. I just have that little like fire inside of me that wants more of everything, and to change the direction of how things are going. I just see it differently. I'm nothing like anybody in my family, just to be completely clear with you. And it's like none of these are learned traits. This all comes from skateboarding, rebellious nature of that. And everything that comes with skateboarding, it's not just rebellion, it's getting up and trying again, using what you got, shoes ripped up, fucking walking miles and miles and miles just to a stair set to fucking fall and not know if you're going to be able to do it. But you also have to get there and execute. There's so many similarities and parallels that I see with skateboarding and entrepreneurship and just taking a chance, because you're by yourself, but you can be in a crew. But you have to be the one to execute. You have to be the person that like goes down the board and goes and runs up, and you have to pop the trick right at the edge. Like if this is the edge of the steps and you're just sitting here riding, bro, hold on. Where's the skateboard at? You see this? So you're riding right here. You gotta pop the ollie at the end of that thing, or you fall right off. The earth is flat, so if you ship all the way, I'm just kidding, it's not fucking flat, or maybe it is, but you get my point. You have to execute. You got to make that decision. You got to pull the trigger. Like I was a quarterback, I was a pitcher, I was the person that always takes the ball and controls it. And it's not like a controlling thing. It's willing to make that decision. And not everybody can say, all right, we got to go. We got to do this shit. So yeah, that's really off track of where I was going with this, but you get the idea. Is I don't know. You gotta do that. But back to the quote of the day: nothing changes, nothing changes. Theo Von, like I said, he's the one that I heard say this the other day, and I wrote it down. I was like, I want to share this, want to tap into it a little bit more. But if you want different results, you got to start making different moves. That's where I was going with it. So if I want to be like my parents, I got to listen to what they're doing and do exactly kind of like how they raised me. But if I want to do some new shit, I got to change the whole course. I got to do shit that's a little uncomfortable. And I'm at a point now where if I want to relieve the stress, the anxiety, the struggle, I got to go back to the old way. Like I've always gotten to this point and I'm like, fuck, I need to do this. And I got to listen to these people that say, you got to build this, you got to build this foundation. Brother, I'm 37. I don't got as much time and I don't want to wait to fucking build this foundation. I want to build the foundation as I go. There was a thing I read last night is entrepreneurs, they jump off a cliff and learn how to build that plane on the way down. I'm doing that. There's no, like, I've made certain sacrifices up to this point in my life. I'm not fucking gonna be like, oh well, I wasted all of this. I did some bullshit. I went to do this. No. I'm all in. I made that decision. There's no going back. And to change the results, man, got to make different moves. You got to switch it up. Like my tables, my desks, it's always cluttered with stuff that I'm writing down. Like, these are notes from the YapKey utility from Kaido. They're putting $50,000 in rewards, over this summer. Some of the things are royalties, $369 allocation towards the Yap token, 3,690 Yap allocation altogether, partner rewards, points and referrals, and Yap keys, for the X. Like, I got shit everywhere and stuff that I got to keep like following up on. But that's what I chose. It's more work than what I was doing, 100%. And I was trying to do this with that other job, but it's like, I want to do this. I'm willing to do this. And is it hard? Fuck it. But like, you don't want the easy. It's simple. It's like you ever watched that Bleed for This movie? I think it is, where he was like, "What's the biggest lie ever told?" It's not that simple. Well, that's the biggest lie. It is. It is directly correlated with you need to get here. It's going to take doing this, and whatever comes with this, that's what you got to do. And that's the thing I'm trying to say. It's like if you want to be like, the people ahead of you, got to do the exact same things. If you want to change the game, you want to do something different, you got to make different moves. It's simple. It's not always easy. Keep showing up, keep evolving, and you'll get there, guys. But that's kind of what I want to get you kind of thinking on the same line, same mindset. But if you don't know me, I'm SMS. I'm a crypto content creator focused on the Solana ecosystem, working to keep Solana simple for everyone. I post daily across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and X, covering crypto news, announcements, mindset, and Web3 culture. That's my favorite part about this. Is this a worldwide community, global, like people just out here trying to have some fun, get some laws and build something amazing for the future. Because I think our day-to-day stuff is going to be curriculums for people at some point. Like even myself, I do think at some point I'll be teaching or speaking in front of people. I don't know why. I've always thought this. And seeing Dean with DD Gaming doing some of the things he's doing, and I was like, man, I want to go to the schools that I want to make that impact in my city, where people don't know what the fuck they're doing because no one's teaching them the shit, man. Like, I want to go to the people that look and sound and like can relate to me, the people that are in the struggle, people that work construction for fucking 15 years breaking their back for some asshole that like doesn't give a fuck about them. Like, I want them to know that, hey, you can put your money away, you can make that shit grow, man. Like, you can cut that shit in half. And most of these people got families and shit like that, and they think that they have to do these things, and you don't. You're told that, and everybody like has that confirmation bias because they don't understand what is possible here. I'm not saying quit your jobs and chase fun content creation if you're a father and you got your shit set up like that. I want you to know that you can use Jute Mobile and start investing in a way with DeFi. And I want you to understand that finance is something you don't even understand. Most people think finance is like something like taxes or accounting and stuff like that, and that's part of finance. But like, finance essentially is, spending money and like moving currency. Like, that's like step one. And most people just look at it like, I work a job, I pay my bills, I'm off on the weekends, and I save as much as I can. And when the well gets low, I have to work more, not harder. Like, there's not always there's a few amount that their incentive, their work is directly correlated with the money they bring in. But most people just sit there and say, if I get a salary, great, I'm willing to work as hard as it takes. But if I get hourly, I'm going to work as fast as I can to get as much as I can. And it's just like, well, time's the same. It's an illusion. However you look at it, it's still being spent the same way, whether it's a course of a year or you're looking at it by the minute. Like, you're essentially using the same time. It's just the way you spend it and the way you go with it. But yeah, most people don't understand that like finance is finding ways to borrow against your money. Like I never fucking knew that I could use my money as collateral and borrow and do all this shit. Like it wasn't available. They don't even talk about it. Like it's just something that's not even in the conversation. And when people hear like that and you go to them and be like, look, you can get a free cell phone service, you can get some rewards with that, you can invest into this company, you can invest into Solana Mobile, because there's something I try to remind you guys is the connection to Qualcomm and how that like really, really matters as far as where cell phones and day-to-day devices are at now. And having Anatoly work with those guys, I think that's how you say his name. I gotta like figure that out if I'm saying this right. But Toly was talking about that accelerate, and I was like, damn, no one's paying attention to this shit. Like you see why he's pushing for the mobile. He wants to be the biggest mobile provider with Web3 and compete with the likes of the bigger names, the bigger monopolies on this. And that's there's so many things. You start having this conversation with the people at the pub that you can relate to, not at a desk, not at a conference. Like you gotta think that way. And if you can go do these micro events, like I think there's something to that. Anyway, that's just how I try to kind of convey, what we got going on here. The culture really does carry itself. The community is the heartbeat of everything. You can have the best, shiniest, the most amazing thing. If you don't have a community supporting you, you ain't got shit. Like that's the name of the game here. And that's what the culture does. That's what the Web3 thing, it decentralizes, it democratizes what we have here. We're seeing that take over with InfoFi. We're seeing that creators, big, small, indifferent, it's directly correlated to how hard are you willing to work. Like, yeah, there's still people out there that, probably getting backdoor deals, and it's persuading other people to make content because they have these goals and these rewards and shit. And like to me, when I ask you directly, like, hey, is there any opportunity to work together, and you're like, well, I got points for you, I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like let me offer you points for content or some shit like that. Like it's, dude, no, I don't want I don't want to do that. I feel like I take myself too serious to be like, yeah, send me some points. Fucking great. This is awesome. I love points. Let me just go to fucking McDonald's and use these next time. I'm just kidding. But I post daily across all the different platforms because I think it's important. I think that it's really good that people in X are starting to see it because they're so niche and they think they're so much bigger than they are. And the only way that works is if the overflow gets there. Some of the people like Star Platinum, he's really, really good with his TikTok. He gets it. And he's stretched over to other platforms and found success. And there's some other people as well. But you can see the people that are there just bullshitting, trying to fit in or trying to like carry that motion. And it's up to you guys if you want to, support that, because they don't have a digital footprint. Doing TikTok a year ago wasn't planning for this right now and the potential, the InfoFi and AttentionFi has with it. But it was definitely something that I thought like, well, if Instagram has Reels and they're killing it, if YouTube has been killing it since day one with shorts and video content and giving creators an opportunity, why wouldn't Elon Musk want to take advantage of the attention model here and buy X and integrate video into Spaces? Now, the pushes for streaming. Why do you think that the streams come up on your little fucking feed before Spaces? Because they want you looking at video. They want this over, just sitting there talking. And I'm positive about that. Why else? Why would you prioritize something you don't care about as much? You wouldn't. Never, ever, ever, ever. That just does not happen in the real world. So when I saw all of this, I was like, I pushed other creators. I was like, you guys should fucking definitely make some video content. You should make a podcast or something like that. My ass does all of this, says all of this, and look at my team. Everybody I suggested this shit to, man. I'm like, all right, cool. Motherfuckers, like, but you know what? I'm glad that they took the hint, and it again, it's just one of those things. You just keep going, keep carving out that niche, and there's by no accident I got to where I'm at and had some of the things happen in my fucking life in this content stuff. So keep doing the different shit, man. The thing that you do different that people are like, oh, that's weird, you shouldn't. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm doing that 100 more times because that makes me different and unique. And people are gonna be like, that guy, it's not like all this other shit. So I don't know if you've ever thought about making content. That's just a little bit of tips and some info. Do not worry about what other people like. The one, I'll say this. So from that space last night, this guy was like, don't put your stuff out there. People can do whatever they want with your face and pictures. I'm like, let them. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, somebody wants to troll me, okay, I'm gonna mute it. I'm not gonna ever like pay attention to it. I don't care if it goes viral, like whatever. I posted a big bag of weed before and it went viral and everybody said it was dirt. I just kept rolling up blunts. I was like, this is so good. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, and I'm talking, it went viral. Like, people were just going hard, just dogging the shit out of it. And I was dying. I was like, over a bag of weed. Like, I had a pound or something just on my lap and I took a picture. I was like, is NFT NYC ready for this or something like that? And yo, it like I didn't know what it was going to do. I was just trying to get some laughs or something like that, I guess. But it went viral and a lot of people were hating on it so hard. I was like, I laughed so hard. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But again, like I don't take anybody that's like out here not to like me serious. I'm like, okay. Oh well, like you don't think I've been hated on before? You think I've given a fuck about that? That goes back to what I said about confidence, man. Like if you're cool with yourself, fuck everything else. Like none of that shit's ever gonna matter unless you make it matter. And if it matters, well, people that matter don't mind. People that mind don't matter. Blah blah blah. You know how that shit goes. But my goal with Spaces, Streams, and Content is a highly blockchain tech. Talk about what crypto has to offer everyone. You know what I mean, with the DeFi side of things, and most importantly, the community and the culture. That's why I like to tap into that. The ones building, sharing, and shaping the future of crypto. We have people that are in the music industry that have answers that have been, out here. People were wondering. I'm looking forward to connect with these guys and bring them into some of these one-on-ones. Like I got a group chat right now with a bunch of different, musicians, artists, and stuff like that. I think we might have one on tonight. I'm not 100% sure. Trying to get these things concrete in is pretty tough sometimes, but I want to give you guys a chance to play your music and talk your shit and be on, on a stage and a platform where we can continue to share the shit out and build it out. So hopefully tonight we can get that going. If not, I think we're just going to be having a conversation about the music industry, Web3, NFTs, all of the likeness when it comes down to that. There's a definite reason to pay attention to Drip and the way that they're, curating their musical art and interest. And I don't know. I think all of that is something cool to take a look at. So tune in tonight at 9 p.m. Every single night, I'm going to be doing spaces. I was checking out stages, guys, and I feel like I'm a fucking ghost over in that place. I did the coin completely joking, like it was just for fun. And then everybody, of course, dumped it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Wasn't expecting much out of this. But if it was to work, yeah, the only utility, like when people ask me, I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. It's a shitter right now. It's just like a coin. My focus isn't like raising a meme coin, so like I couldn't really answer that. I was like, I don't know, just buy it if you want to. And like I didn't take it serious. It's here today, gone tomorrow kind of thing, you know what I mean? But as far as the stages in the arena, like it just seems like it's all meme coin talk on there. Like there's not much of the depth of shit going in there. And I don't know if I'm just getting like pulled in to be part of it for like a recruiting sake, because like I'm be honest with you, it's just very lackadaisical when it's like I posted, is there reply guys here? And like one person was like, yes. It's like, okay, I don't see anybody. And I'm going in there and I definitely don't spend as much time. But anyway, I stopped really posting on that, and I'm not going to be going back and forth to stages. That was more work for me. So not every night at 9 I do spaces. If I don't do a space, it's because I had something else going on. It's just simple as that. But I try to go every night at 9 on a consistent basis, hosting spaces and talking about stuff, simply chilling, wherever the conversation goes. And that was a fun thing last night. Flip Chat just announced, their app, and with Tanner and Ted Livingston, like the guys that created Kick app, and what they're doing now. They had Code app. Remember Get Code, the Code wallet? Well, we're talking about that with Josh Hodlin. And he was somebody that was paying attention to this and buying kin back previous cycle. Well, I went out to LA to the Baron Davis event, and we onboarded probably like 50 to 100 people, loaded up their cards, like their phones, with $20-$30 and had them buy drinks at an event. And that's what gave me the idea to do micro events. And that's what gave me the idea to partner with the likes of people like that. And like I have a place in Philadelphia, I can host this shit this weekend. But I can't get, the people that want to be part of this. And it's like, do you understand? Like this will grow. Like I can go there and imagine the people that I sign up for a free phone, the people that understand crypto and blockchain tech, the ability to network and use the platforms they're already using. I can knock out so many birds with one stone at just hosting this fucking event. And like, it's still a goal for me. But people are like, oh, check out, this group chat and this group chat, and it's like they don't take me seriously, like, because they have their thing set up, and I have to fall in line for them, and it's not a let's work together. It's, hey, give us all the information. If we approve it, we'll do this. No, motherfucker, like, come hang out. Bring your friends here. Like, it's the same thing as like going to any kind of event, and I don't want to like go and work for somebody. I want them to work together. And that's the biggest thing. It's like I'm not going, like, I went into all these chats and it's probably like I would post something of interest or something of value, and it's like just basically got trolled all the way through. And I was like, what? I can't take these guys serious. I'm trying to be for real and do something here. So building that, it's going to take time, but I've got a location, I got interest, I got people. It's right next to a strip club. Even that's fun. um it's right in Liberty Cities, or yeah, Northern Liberties, not Liberty Cities, that's a fucking game, but Northern Liberties in Philadelphia. It's like they re-gentrified the area. It's really fucking nice. They got a nice little main strip where there's a bunch of bars and restaurants and stuff. There's condos, there's hotels. It's right off of Front Street, right next, 15 minutes down from Penn's Landing, about 5 minutes off of 95. It's a perfect spot to like host events on a regular basis. So it's one of those things that if I can make this happen by the end of this year, it would be like a huge W for 2025. It's definitely on my vision board, and it's been something I've been talking about since early with Say. Like, I told them, I was like, yo, I can get people together this weekend, like local people, just help me get this thing together. And well, here we are. But that's the goal with doing the Spaces streams and IRL content, as IRL is the alpha, and it brings together such a different vibe, I'm telling you. Plus, it being a tattoo shop, tattoo artist, all of the different artists and implications that can come into that, man, that was like something I think is important and I want to do. But we can bring the people building, sharing like what's good about crypto to those events. We can have people talking about it. Like, I watched a 2-year-old play Scrolly yesterday. Most people have kids these days and age. I don't, but like I can help you. Instead of giving your kid the phone and doom scrolling to death, like, let them play a game and farm you some crypto potentially, because you connect your wallet, you go for the high scores. Just saying, there's a reason that we're building things, not just hey, can we sell this? Hey, can we solve a problem? That's where you have to find the real value. Am I doing anything for the greater good, or am I just trying to sell a picture of something where these nerds are gonna fucking spend too much money for it? I think the main goal is to solve problems with what we have here and invite real world solutions. Real world assets are coming. I think this also comes into play. But something I live by is to keep showing up, because if you show up every single day, man, no matter what, even when it sucks, one morning you're going to wake up an overnight success that's built to last, with a foundation, with sustainability, with the tenacity, and all of those fucking fun words, but they mean a lot. That's what we're here building with Solana Made Simple, with SMS Crypto, and with the Web3 Underdogs. You can check my link tree. It's in my bio. You can follow and subscribe to all the platforms. It does help out. My goal is to get to 10K with YouTube. Everything else is a byproduct, because I start with YouTube and it all stems out from here. I understood X is not going to grow all of these platforms. It would be tight if you guys went over there, because there's 13K that come in, but we got 46 people on stream. So those ratios of active daily users, I guess, is not a true testament. And that just happened from showing up over and over and over. And I can't blame the people for not coming to the stream. I get it, trust me. So like, that's one of the things I've always seen. It's like, your follower account's great for your flexing and your vanity reasons, but it doesn't really cross over. And that's something we understand at DD Gaming. We want real users. We want real quality members and community people, because 1,000 active users is better than having 10,000 supporters that don't show up. You know what I mean? Like, if you only got less than 1% of your viewership, that's something. Those are the metrics that I believe you need to look at and work on, and I think that they matter the most. And having the conversations with Dean regarding some of these things, it's like, let's keep moving forward this way, because we can collect a better community. We can help share, show, and lead. By example. Having an empty nest is it's not where you want to be in this space. So just, I don't know, keep that in consideration. And yeah, but I mentioned I'm the founder and the artist of Web3 Underdogs. It's just a one-on-one collection that I started just because I wanted to do something. And I am working on one right now, which I honestly, like, I like this one a lot. Oh shit, I forgot the chats there. Music industry. Oh shit, let's see what we got here. Faucet guys, I went into their Discord, got to listen to what they're building. It's Shopify meets Web3, something you guys should take a look at. If I have a store, it might come from here with merch and all of that kind of stuff. So something to take a look at. Matt here, my background is in the music business, A&R, music marketing, and I'm telling you, Web3 is going to be absolutely break the industry from royalties to the creative. Every aspect will be completely flipped on its head. Dude, you need to come into the stream tonight if you're still in here. I'm going to make a note to hit you up and add you to that chat. Your fucking goddamn name got me fucked up. I'm like, Faucet? What the fuck am I saying? All right, I'm gonna make sure that I get you into the looks like I'm writing in hieroglyphics. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I'm retarded. Oh shit, word. He will be there. So I'm still gonna hit you up. I'm gonna make a post about it. I'm gonna make like a little whatever. We'll fucking get this shit going. Let's see. Yo, say more. I posted about Troll and he was like, I'm throwing my last soul at it. And then he said, oh, sorry for making a dip. Yo, Troll is a good coin, guys. If you're not looking at that coin, I don't know what you're looking at, man. It's just one of those things. I'm trying to get synced up with the dude Fluffy. He's the Troll intern. You guys can see right here what I charted out and what Say More did by bringing the price back down from here. But no, that's exactly what I expected to happen. I put this on here when this was down here. Like, you see where my line's at. This was the continuation. But it actually went and hit the trend exactly. Like, that shit's wild that sometimes this works out. It makes me feel like a wizard because I did that. Because I look at everything, I'm like, I did that. That's me. You guys are welcome. But this is what I see happening in some way, shape, or form. But the bullet pendant is, non-negotiable. 19.2 million on the market cap, 17,000 wallets. Got a little bit of trolly in it. But this is definitely a coin that I really got, get some good. I'm not gonna say expectations, but I like it. All right, let's see what else we got. Yeah, this is another thing, bro. Let's take a look at this one. Hold up, did I finish my intro and everything I'm supposed to do? And fucking. Yeah, hold on. Oh, yeah. The last part about that was I just wanted to let you guys know I am the content lead for DD Gaming Labs, and I'm going to be helping with, bringing in some new creators, bringing in some interns for potential pay. It is intern without pay, but there is a potential for incentivization and bringing you on board full time. Right now, it's to help. My goal is to help people that want to be creators, whether it's a space host, whether you want to be a content creator visually, whether you're doing art, whatever the fuck you're doing, as far as like threads and shit like that. Like, we're bringing everybody on. We're building a real team out here. And I'm helping looking at some of Dean's going through all of the applications, because I think he had close to 20 of them. And let me close the fucking thing. Hold on. My bad. Yeah, so Dean's going through and he's sending me some people that have suggestions, things that stick out to him. And some of you guys watching, I'll just say this. I've met some of you online, some of you IRL, and there's some of you that I think have absolutely everything it takes to be, I think it's a baby. Yeah, definitely gonna get on that call with you. So that's cool. Yeah, just reading a message from Dean regarding literally who I'm speaking about. We're gonna be getting on a call, and not to vet them or anything, but to just kind of see where we're at and see how we can do this going forward. But I'm excited. It's like seeing some of these guys. I think they're heavy hitters and low key people. I don't know, maybe Web3 underdogs. I'm just kidding. This is definitely something that I've always anticipated bringing to the table. Is like the years and years I've done this without finding success, and I could just directly see where people are going to give up. I can see where it gets dry and you don't want to, and I know how to be like, yo, this is where it matters. This is where you're going to look back in a year and be like, 14 people looked at this. This sucks. It's like, yeah, it does suck. Get better. But you have that now. You have a journey, like you have a portfolio. Like you can go back and be like, look, I've been showing up every single year. I've been supporting this ecosystem every single year. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. And one of the things I've always done is go for smaller projects. It's always not always the best ROI for an audience and all of that kind of thing, compensation and monetization. Like that's not going to come from small guys. I'm sorry, you guys don't have the motion. I don't have the motion to help you get there. And people that are paying attention, honestly, they just don't care. They're looking for the bigger things, like something like Troll is more relatable to the average person because they can put $25 into Troll rather than buying your NFT, understanding how to stake it. Like there's some NFTs that I got that some people give me, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but it sounds like I got to spend $2,000 to get 20 cents dripped in a fucking airdrop or something, and I don't want to do that. Like I just think that's crazy. Like I'll support you, but like I don't know what is happening past that. And it's like some people don't understand that the projects or protocols, what they're doing. And I understand over time, but it's been like 5 years of this shit, bro. The benefit of me helping that is like you get more. And that's like where I understand this doesn't always relate to an ROI from that point. But the experience that you gather doing these kind of things will lead to these bigger opportunities where it's like, you know, one of the calls I have tomorrow, they literally said, you know, maybe we can help with the audience side of things. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you have that 100%. And I mean, I'm already fucking with it because I know what the implications, I know what's being built there. I go through and I read the documents, man. I see value before I even have to read that, but that's a confirmation for me, not even the bias side, just it's a confirmation of what I saw. And I'm like, damn, all right, let's talk about that more often. You know, let's pull that out there. Like, why am I so bullish on DD Gaming? Dean's done everything from his fucking bootstraps, like with very, very little help. I've seen this motherfucker have sizable amount of money, 6 figures, and didn't pull the trigger to fuck anybody over. And ultimately, it's essentially went down to zero. And like to be able to say that you have, well, you can look at it both ways. He has the integrity and the moral compass not to fuck people over, and that says a lot for a founder and a business owner in this space. That could change the trajectory of his whole entire family's life. But he chose to do the right thing. He chose to do what was best for the reputation, for going forward, for building, for trust, for you know, accreditation in this space. Like that goes a long fucking way. And people that have heard that just off of that alone are like, I want to invest into you. Like I want to invest into what you're building, what your company is, anything that you're doing. I trust that my money's well served, because not everybody can say that. And that's the thing, is like, you got to find the people in this space. And that's one of the things about looking for these small guys. These are the underdogs. These are the guys that deserve all of the opportunity in the world. And that's where, you know, me and Dean kind of like saw eye to eye with that. We also look kind of eerily alike. He's UK, America, but our goal is to get to Abu Dhabi and mix it up this year. That's definitely one of the long-term visions, and building a team, like that's what we want to do too. You know, we understand that getting into these places, and that's why I talk with him. Like, I want to go to New York and play the game on a giant feed and have people say, hey, what is this? And onboard them. I want to talk to people face to face and on campuses, be like, yo, you know what Helium Mobile is? You want a free cell phone so you can spend a bunch more money at the bar? Here, check this out. Get off your parents' plan. Be an individual. Be your own person. Like, what are you in school for? So mommy and dad, like, come on. I know it sounds funny, but trust me, those little trigger words are going to hit people and be like, fuck you, asshole. It's like, yeah, come on over here. I bet you $20 in 10 minutes I can get you set up with a free service. And I'll take that bet all day. They're like, no, you can't. Be like, all right, put $20 on the table right now. Let's see your phone. I'll walk you through it just like that. I guarantee you I can do this shit. And it's like, I want to do those IRL kind of events. I want to bring those to the table. I want to bring that quality of Web3 culture, community, and what's being built, not just the fucking meme coins at casino. I want them to see that too. But these are some of the ways that I think that, how do you get them invested into this? Like, and the thing about Troll being a coin that is a popular, iconic figure, people will see that and be like, hey, wait a second. I see this all the time. It's like, yeah, dude, that's fucking meme coin on Solana. And they're like, oh shit, I'm in Solana. I got the Helium. I'm getting the cloud. I got the wallet. I got Phantom. I'm rocking out here. Like, I'm invested in the Jupe. I've got long-term investments into this. I'm borrowing. Like, that's where you start to get this flywheel effect of Web3 culture. You know, you got to bring it to them though. You got to relate, you know. Let's say you use GetCode as a payment service for tattoos and tipping. So they can instantly get their USDT or USDC stable, whatever it is. Like, however you want to go about that, you can figure out your own way to onboard and use that. That's another thing, is like, if I host this event, I partner up with somebody that's able to do this. I can show you how you can use, I forget the payment processing, but it's like Juno or something like that. Maybe it's not. I forget exactly what it is, but they have a payment processor where you can use your credit card, Apple Pay, all of this to load up your GetCode wallet. I'm assuming Flip Cash is probably just like this, or very similar to it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't got into it yet. I just saw them posting. I was like, no way. I was just talking about that last night. But do you see where all of this stuff, like you bring it all together? You know, the average day worker understands how to invest their money. They get a little bit of stable coin. They can come to these events, learn a little bit, find new ways, partner, invest. Like I see at some point all of this stuff going into a more general use case for the independent contractors, the independent people that want to use it. The SPL token 404 and the token extensions and like the token 2022 standard, like all of these things that you can read up on the Solana blogs and the docs and stuff like that, they give private community, or no, excuse me, they give private access to a token. They allow you to have your information saved. Like there's so many different things you can do with this, and I don't think a lot of people understand that, but there's ways at some point, like how all of this user interface, this mobile application is coming to play. Like Solana Mobile allowing iOS and Android is huge. The other thing that people aren't paying attention to is they can make a new device. Let's say this is a brick phone, like Nokia comes out with a new brick smartphone. Well, instead of typically just being on your Apple phone, now you can use Solana. Let's say this is Solana device, right? Solana Mobile. Typically, you only could use this for Solana shit. Now, let's say this Nokia, they installed and built the Apple, or not the Apple, the Solana Mobile user. Hold on. Fucking making a mess out here. But what I'm saying is you're able to develop on different phones. OEM products are introduced into this whole realm of things. You don't just need it to be Solana Mobile anymore. And that's something I don't think you guys are seeing, like the bigger picture. They are allowing other manufacturers to bring this together and allow these things to accept these new techs, and the Web3 can be introduced into everything. One of the things, all right, I'm going to stop with the ideas there, but you get the idea. Like it's going full-fledged across the board. But anyway, let's take a look at the market, see what's going on with these prices. And I did want to show you, where's this the piece of art that I was working on? Just looking at some of the comments on the timeline. You guys are crazy. Damn, it's been a solid space of me just fucking yapping away. You guys ever want me to shut up? Just say shut up, dog. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Hold on. Let me share this. I got to get rid of it. Okay. Share this. Don't want to share. Okay. Should be good. Right? Okay. You guys should see it now. Yeah, there we go. Right, not that. All right, so yeah, here's the one that I drew right down here. This is Troll. I don't know why I made it look like it said T-roll, but you see where I drew this, then it went right up there and it tapped that guy. It's like pink, and then say more, drop the price back down. See, threw in my last soul. Thanks, man. I'm just kidding. But it was kind of funny timing. The Bonk Arena game, I posted this one. I took it down, but I put it back up. I was like, fuck it. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is something I'm excited about because, like, you know, I don't always talk about my art. I don't always talk about drawing as much, but it's like honestly my favorite thing. Like I would do this shit no matter what. Well, you can see the overlay, how I'm using this. I might even draw the hat on him like this, so it's like it'll be pretty cool. I don't think I'm putting the glasses on him because I like his face and the expression. I'm gonna probably keep them off, but I'm gonna model it very similar to this. Like this ear will kind of be like jaggedy looking and furry, and I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good mashup for the Web3 underdogs. If you don't know what the Web3 underdogs are, let me just go ahead and show you while we are here. This is the 101 project collection, rather. There's no utility other than you're just supporting me. You're supporting the homies. And if you're a creator or you're doing something in this space, you know, let me know. I can customize one for you, make it look like your own dog, you know, make it all completely personal. The only person that has done this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did this one for Trey for his birthday. This is a gift. He had a picture of his dog that he always posted, so I copied the ears to make them look as similar as I can. I looked at all the spots on the dog to try to match them up. I did the tongue a little bit differently, a little bit smaller, so they're not all the exact same. Like you can see, this one's Jersey. Jersey Bronco. He's a good friend of mine. Met him in Miami, but he had a D-God, so I just put this together, made it look just like his D-God. And then there's the mashup right there with and without the glasses, so you guys can get that customized look to it. And you got to have that dog in you for this. And there it is right there. This is the comparison of his D-God to the underdog. I don't know, man. I like doing this shit. This shit's fun. This is one of those perform without purpose kind of things I talk about a lot. It's like you don't necessarily. I mean, trust me, the support is great, and it helps out. It goes a long way. They're all commission pieces. So, all right, let's say this is the way I break this down for people. So let's say I have 10 of these, 10 commission pieces, right? Now these 10 furs, these 10 skins, those will be part of the generated collection. And when or why I don't know when or why that's ever going to happen, but my goal is to get a certain amount of people that commission. So, right. And we have 10 different furs. We have all of these different traits and features and stuff like that just from here. And I'll probably add other ones and stuff like that, like maybe mogs or just stuff that's culturally relevant. Right. But just more traits that are recognizable, maybe even collabing with another project partner or whatever to add their traits into the mix, just as a shout out, incentivizing other people that might want to collect the generated collection. So these first 10 people, let's say just for round numbers, those people would get direct benefits from the generated collection. So that's why the investment into me matters, because I'm not going away. I'm going to keep building this out until I have enough pieces to do a degen mint, something for the community and something like that. And if it doesn't have to be astronomically huge numbers, but it has to be quality, it has to be good. So that's why it's like, I'm not going to speed run this. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to put bullshit on here. I'm going to build this up over time. So you got to think I got like 2 or 3 that I've drawn up myself, just kind of randomly. I've got 2 that are dedicated to actual PFPs. So collectively, I would say maybe there's 3 of the collection. So there's like 7+ spots. I don't know. Maybe you'll cap it at 10 additionally. So it's 11 different furs or something. I don't know. I haven't thought that far, but that's the idea. Once you get to that point, then you start talking about, all right, we have a community. We got you all in here. I'll make a, specific group chat in the Discord, because there's a Discord, believe it or not. But you guys would be in there, and that's the goal, is to give back to you on that. I always wanted to reward the people that show up first and support the most. And that's honestly, if you're helping me get to where I need to get in the space, like I'm gonna give it right back to you. And it's always open. If you guys want to get a commission piece, something to collect and hold on to, this is where you go. Just DM me and we'll work it out. Very, very affordable prices, man. I'm not out here trying to beat people over the head. This was the coolest play on the Say name was Saquon Barkley, and it's a dog. How fucking good is that one, bro? I'm just gonna hit it with a repost, because why not? Fuck them. Don't care. This one's good too. But here's one of the things I was showing you. Like the collars are a little bit different, the tongues are different shapes, because I don't want them to be all exact. Like this is like the default one, like the first dog. Oh, I got the Donald Trump one as well. I was gonna drop this one on Drip, but I put this on the background just for like a reminder. Like, do you guys remember that this fucking token was $57? And that's fucking crazy, bro. Like, all right, so here's some of the ones, like the generic, just playing around, kind of drawing them. I really like these spots in this look. This one's probably my favorite. That's why it's the main image. But this was my PFP for a while. I just kind of liked it. It had the brick in the background, and then I switched to this one, a little bit more Solana love for that one. But you guys get the idea. What else? This is a naked dog on Solana. This looks kind of funny. What else we got? Shout out to Primos. That's a steak. I don't know what I'm doing here. And your bags. Yo, this is back when this is all right. So this is so funny. This video right here. Repost. This is me in Venice Beach when I was with the Kin team and the Get Code guys. Oh, I love this. This is tight. I gotta save this one and bookmark it. This is why I want to go back and meet Fluffy so I can go skate this thing, because this board was so shitty. Worst trucks in the world. Like, this is completely dry run. I haven't been skating, but if I go back to Venice, bro, best believe I'm gonna get in skate shape. Whatever the fuck that is.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm watching it one more time just because, like, this shit is like, this was a goal since I was a little kid to go skate here, man. This is so fucking rad. The fact that it didn't fall or eat shit, it's pretty awesome too. Oh, I love skateboarding. It's the coolest thing in the world.
Let's go.
Coolest thing in the world, dude. Fucking hell, I'm glad I went on this little journey to share this with you guys, because oh, look, pump fun has been seized. Damn, that's cool. Oh, look, more skateboard. I think I did a kickflip in this one. Oh, here we go. This is 2024. Yeah, this is last year. Let's see it. I heard it. I didn't see it, though. So, come on. No, the video's not playing. This is bullshit. Oh, well, it's because the stream's on. All right, fine. We'll just look at fucking Bitcoin prices and all this shit. I won't have any more fun. But yeah, guys, follow the Web3 Underdogs. That's again my one-on-one collection. I really do appreciate the support. I don't push it too hard. I'm not trying to do anything super crazy. It's just at some point I'll have more of an audience, more of the time to dedicate to that. But the main thing is I want to support people in the space. So some of these interviews, some of the people that are coming along for DD Gaming and stuff like that, that's always been the goal. Is like, is there any kind of way to mentor people that, like, how'd you get there? It's like, well, fucking grind, brother. There's no speed runner cutting corners or shortcuts. Like, there's some people in the space that they've literally just taken some guidance from me, not advice, and been able to find some serious success out here. Probably something I should charge. That's what people are going to tell me, but it's all about building it up and helping people along the way. Eventually it comes back to you. A byproduct of all of that hard work will be your success, in my opinion. All right, so what are these crazy ass lines you're looking at? I don't know, dude. Something I did. I'm gonna try to look at this again. See where I'm at. What was I thinking? All right, so main thing is this is your trend, obviously, and I had that kind of going up here. We broke trend and broke down a little bit more here, but we had a huge V reversal. When you have a V reversal, inverted head and shoulders, you typically have a sign up upside. It looks like it's trying to get back to this trend right here. And also you see these lines like I tried out here, like this price action, it falling in line. It's just off of historical price action numbers for support and resistance. They don't have to be to a T. It's just like I try to go right down the middle of these just to give you an idea. So the reason I do this is like, all right, since I saw that this was kind of just like, at a state of chopping sideways, I was like, at some point this shit is going to break out, and that's going to be a result of all the other chains kind of moving to the upside. And that's why I was able to position myself and make some really nice leverage trades on Solana. I could have done them on Bitcoin just the same. It moves first, but the reason I do Solana is because it tends to lag a little bit and deviate from there, but the movements are bigger, I guess, proportionally. So let's see if we can go take a look at Salamis real quick. Perfect. This is exactly what I was talking about. Look, the rocket's right there, ready to go. So that's our point right there where we had that inverted head and shoulders. Flips usually shows bullish momentum to the upside. We're following along the trend, the same thing, broke down. It's this Sol USD, right? It looks exactly like Bitcoin, right? All right, so when I saw this, I was like, we had an issue of breaking over 158. That was like what I was trying to trade. You see this line right here? 158. Like, it just would not break over that goddamn fucking line. Like, 3 different taps right here. Came back down here, rejected again, and that's where we sold all the way off. it was just fucking fighting with it over and over and over. So I eventually got out of these trades, and this one I kind of lost a little bit on. So I played the short on this one, which was good. Shorting just means betting that it's going down. I don't know your guys' all experience. I don't know who's listening or watching, but that's what shorting means. All right, that looks better, right? So it wouldn't break over here. Then we finally got the fucking upside. It used this as support. I said, all right, reversal time. Nope, they changed patterns on us, and I didn't get wrecked, but I definitely had to like exit my position with not a stop loss, but I had it in my gut. I was like, I'm out. And I wasn't going to think that that's a reversal. It did almost look like it could have like kind of faked you out. Like, see this right here? It looks, ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Wait, can I do I think they have that charty looking thingy. Wait, is it here? Hold on. All right, parallel channel. There we go. That's what I wanted to show you. When you start to see these, right? Like, that's good. But I was looking at this and it almost caught me. After that sell-off, I was like, maybe it extends up here, but my gut told me no. Just seeing this resistance right there at the same points, I was like, I'm fucking done with this. I'm shorting it from here. I'm not playing this game. So we shorted it down here. That was a nice run. We made some of that loss back right then and there. Very, very simple. Let it take time, but you got to look at the time frame on here. The dates, this is, just days. Like each block is a day right here. So it did take time. It's not like an instant, but I kind of had a feeling. So I let it go. One of my rules are don't sleep on a play. If it's like plus or over 10x leverage, that's just put yourself in a position to get fucked. You can go down so far and you can add collateral. You can try to save the position, but it takes time. You got to be in front of the screen kind of watching it. And you don't always want to do that. But now we're in this channel right here. Now we're looking at, returning to the trend up here, right? So like that's where you can kind of look at. All right. And I'm not a fucking pro with this shit by any sense of the imagination at all. And I don't care either because it kind of works, kind of doesn't work, and do what you want. Have fun with it. All right. So that's kind of where I see us going here, trying to get back up to this trend line right here, at least the bottom one. You see how this is kind of dividing it right in the middle and skimming across the bottom. I'd like to see that this makes that. But with the inverted head and shoulders, this is a pattern that statistically or historically, I guess, I don't know which one words you want to use there, but this, I wish they had one of these like little head and shoulder little thingies. Like I could just, does it? No, it doesn't. Give me the pencil. This guy, I guess it's the best one, and then this guy. That's your shoulder, head, shoulder, and that usually goes. Sorry, that was a little much, but we want this to go to the rock, and that means that we're back to the trend. That's back to where we want to be. But we have this resistance and these lines. Like I drew these before, but look at this. Probably zoom out. Like look all the way back here again. It hits it again. Probably more. Yep. Look, see. Crazy how that works out, huh? All the way back here to this one where the breakout is. This is all the way back in fucking 2024, November 6th on a Wednesday. And here we are fucking around with the same shit. You know what I mean? Seeing the same things. Right? And the resistance. Same exact thing. So that's why you use these lines, and people like, you can definitely do it with more big cap coins like Solana. It doesn't make sense for everybody, but for me, I know what I'm looking at. And it helps me with leverage trading more than anything. I think if you just buy Solana at here and just like look at 10, 15 years down the road, you're in good shape. If you can think that forward, you'll be straight. But very nice movement. That's parallel with Bitcoin. I think it made a new all-time high, right? Give me 1 second. I did not want to burp on stream. Sorry, dog. I'll do a lot of weird shit. I'm not doing that though. This is no. I want this track. All right. Well, fuck. We're already at an hour. Dang, this has been a fun space or stream. Okay. Yeah, that's what that means. Sorry, I was just reading something. All right, so I guess we could speed run some of these and take a look at some of the price action. Useless is up 82%. Damn. We were watching this yesterday. They made a nice move. Neat's up 37%. Looks like all of these retarded coins are going to be doing something good. Tickcoin's up 20%. Ponky up 14%. If you get in Ponky right here, you're in good shape. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's a solid coin to get into. Frog's up 6%. Very cool. We'll go ahead and take a look at Frog real quick. Damn, Jupe's under 50 cents still. That's a buy, 100% buy zone right there. All right, so Frog is my dog. If you don't know who my dog is, well, now you know it's Frog. All right, we're just going to zoom all the way out to the daily. And you can see the Christmas tree pattern right here, but it looks like you're seeing a little bit of a trend. Oh, I'm not supposed to see that, but let's see where I loaded up my bags. See, I sold out right here. I didn't catch all of that up there. I had a small little bag, but I moved on. Dex always makes fun of me about that because he's a dick. I'm just kidding. He's not a dick, but so this is a very, very gradual fucking increase, but that's what you want to see for long-term success, bro. Where it's not just going flat. Yeah, I know all of this is considerably different, but you're seeing that this thing is just on the uptrend, like slowly but surely making higher highs. Like you're finding it's finding that support and resistance from previous points right here. And this is why I think that Frog is absolutely something to take a look at and not to dismiss. Oop, let me get rid of that. I said I was going to speed run it. Who was I kidding? All right, that's where I wanted the bottom side. So that little itty bitty guy right there. See that breakout point right here? It's right here. And then the other thing that I noticed here is, you see this little bit of a top sell off. A little bit bigger over here, but you have a top. Very similar pattern before you went up here. So I'm just watching that, seeing what happens. Keep my eyes on that. It looks like a car. Didn't I draw this as a car the other day? I think I did. Wait, I think this has to go all the way over here. If this is your first time seeing me do TA, well, welcome to the show. This will send it to a solid 10x. That's just a seat. There's nobody back there. I'm gonna put big rims on it. Yeah, boy. This is me speed running, for the record, if you're wondering what's going on. All right. I like it. Oh, I should have made this. Oh, well. I'll just do it like this now. He's wearing a frog costume. Oh, well. You guys get the idea. All right, let's take a picture. Ta-da. Copy image. And live vlog TA for that ass. Oh, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. It is it's perfect TA, basically. What I wanted to show you there's that's how you chart meme coins, and that's how you send them for 10x's. You got to make sure you put the rocket ship up in the top corner. Probably something I think I could add to this real quick. Yeah, look at this thing. Looks like it's moving. Dang. Oh, wait. We don't need that. Let's go back one. All right. All right, we want this thing to send. So last part of TA. This is really important stuff, guys. This is like high key technical analysis. Really suggest you guys learn a little bit more before you come here next time. I'm just kidding. This usually does the trick. And we'll actually update the photo with that. Now we are ready to vlog up Fluffy first stream Wednesday at 8 p.m. PST. Word, Fluffy's doing the streaming, so see if we can still link with him to get that going. But I'm excited to see what's going on with that. All right. With that being said, guys, and the TA that will, blow your face away. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for pulling up. It's been fun. I got a lot of shit to do and figure out where to start. But I am going to be dropping a short very shortly.